Pulleys make it better, Sandbag edition. Hi, I'm Jonathan Pritchett with Theology, Geek, Fitness. This video I'm going to go over why you need to add a cable pulley system that you can get off of Amazon for a reasonable price, depending on what attachments you get with it. But this is why you need to get one of these to add to your Sandbag. If you use Sandbags, like all weighted items, it has one shortcoming. It can't do a vertical pulling movement. So vertical pulling movements are important, especially, the pull-up, but you don't always feel like doing pull-ups, or maybe you can't do pull-ups. Well, whether you can't or you don't always feel like it, one way to expand what exercises you can do with your Sandbag is to get a cable pulley system, and getting two at least is two pulley systems. Sometimes you just buy a set that has two pulleys with it and two cables. Can really open up what you can do with your Sandbag / filler bags. Now, in this video, I'm using the best sandbag on the planet called the Sandbag Combo from 2XSR. So if you're into sandbags, go get that sandbag because that's the best one. But anyway, back to what we're talking about. Cable pulleys. I hang them off of either my ceiling mount at home or just even a pull-up bar, my outside pull-up bar, or even an indoor pull-up bar, because when you're using a cable pulley system, you don't have to pull the cable in the vertical plane, but the weight is pulled up in the vertical plane, which means your pull-up bar is not going to fall off the door in case you're worried, unless you have a crappy one. But if you have a good pull-up bar, you can actually just mount this to your doorway pull-up bar, and it's going to hold because the weight's going to go up in the vertical plane, and even if you're pulling outward from it or whatever. So you're good. It's a solid addition to add to open up different things. So even if you can't do pull-ups yet, get a pull-up bar and a cable pulley system, or get a ceiling mount if you can drill, and you really should drill into your ceilings even if you're a renter, because it just takes $5 worth of putty to stick it in that hole, to plug up the hole when you drill into one of the rafters or whatever. So however you want to mount it, it's really great. I recommend getting at least two, but one will get you the most important thing that you're lacking with a weighted object like a sandbag, and that is the lat pull down. So you have your cable pulley and your lat pull down bar, and use your sandbag as a weight. And I put my sandbag in the Angles 90 homemade weight. Works really well that way, because the sandbag is pretty heavy. You're not putting the cable directly on the strap, the handles, and so it takes the pressure off that. So I use that for the full sandbag. So lat pull downs is a great exercise that you can do with your back. But if you have two pulleys and you're just kind of tired of doing bent over rows with your sandbag to work your back, or single arm rows with the filler bag or whatever, you can set up two cable pulleys to where you can just do a seated row. So that's an option that you can do using the sandbag as your weight. And of course, you can also, with two pulleys and using the little handle attachments that come with it, you can also do things like a decline chest press. I suppose if you wanted to incorporate four pulleys, you could probably set pulleys, overhead and then at chest height, and then that would take four pulleys. But decline angle works just fine. And of course, similarly, you can do chest flies that way. And of course, with these, I like to use the filler bags and set them up that way. And then, of course, for arms, there's all kinds of arm exercises you can do to work your triceps, extensions, and push downs and things like that. And then, of course, you can do biceps curls. Of course, with the Sandbag Combo, because they have handles on it, you can do just biceps curls holding it. But I mean, there's another option. But really, with triceps, though, if you can use the bag or the filler bags to do triceps extensions. But when you have a cable pulley, you can do the ones over your head, or you can do the push downs or whatever. So that gives you more arm exercise options that you can incorporate in. And of course, you can also do work for like your rear delts. Instead of doing bent over like rear delt flies, you can do face pulls. And then, of course, if you want to do some abs and core work, even though I have a video, the 3 best ab and core exercises you could do with a sandbag, if you want to do something different, another option is, of course, cable crunches. So Probably could figure out a whole bunch of other exercises that I didn't mention here, because that's just the flexibility of using a cable pulley system and various attachments can just open up the exercise options that you have with a weighted object like a sandbag. And if you want to use the filler bags like the slam bag combo, already gives you a ton of exercise options. But cable pulley is going to give you that all important vertical pulling movement if you didn't feel like doing pull-ups, or you can't do pull-ups just yet. But of course, with just one or even two, it opens up all these other different exercises. So pulleys make it better. There you go. Those are my thoughts on why you should get a cable pulley system to go with your sandbag. Let me know what you think in the comments. What exercises can you do with pulleys that I didn't mention here? Let me know. I'm really interested, and I'll try to respond to all the comments as I have time. Please click the like button if you like the video. Click the dislike button if you didn't like the video. I don't really care either way. I only care that you do one or the other. Please, it helps me out, just like commenting helps me out. Subscribing to the channel helps me out, and I really would appreciate it if you committed an act of kindness today and did something to help out this channel that doesn't cost you anything. But if you do want to spend some money on me, say I'm the type of person that you'd like to buy a cup of coffee for once a month or whatever, or you would even want to just be a generous patron, you can go to patreon.com/theologygeekfitness. $1 gets you in the door to all kinds of bonus content with more on the way, and $10 and up patrons can get in on my free gear giveaways that I do periodically, with one coming up soon. So consider that. I'd greatly appreciate it, just like I appreciate you watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. God bless.